In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to change the number of rings before an incoming call will go to voicemail. This works with call forward no answer. I'm going to show you how my user, Rachel Thomas, would be able to change the number of rings herself using the Clearspan Assistant Enterprise client. For this scenario, I have an end user that is using the simultaneous ringing service, meaning when their desk phone rings, they want another phone to ring also. In this case, it's their mobile phone. This scenario would also apply to the Clearspan Anywhere service. The problem is that sometimes my user can't answer their mobile phone within the default number of rings, which is usually 3. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how she can increase the number of rings from 3 rings to 5 rings before an incoming call is forwarded to voicemail. There is a risk whenever you increase the number of rings and you are using a service that rings other phones. If those phones have voicemail that pick up before your office messaging system picks up, your voicemails could be left on that voicemail system, for example, your mobile phone messaging system. If you are using services such as simultaneous ringing or Clearspan Anywhere, you may want to enable the option Answer Confirmation Required. This option will prevent incoming calls from connecting to the alternate phone's voicemail system. Answer Confirmation Required simply requires the user to press a keypad number before the incoming call will connect to the mobile or alternate phone. So here's my goal. My user is Rachel Thomas. Her phone number is 469-365-3018, and she wants to change her ring settings from 3 rings to 5 rings. So here is how Rachel would change the number of rings. She would be logged into the Clearspan Assistant Enterprise client. In the toolbar, she would click on the Services button. This would open up the Services window. Then, under Incoming Calls, she would click on Call Forward No Answer. Notice the number of rings before forwarding drop-down list is grayed out. Before we can change the number of rings, you must click on the On button. Then you can change the number of rings from the drop-down list. Rachel wants her incoming calls to ring 5 times before the calls forward to voicemail. Once she has selected the number of rings, she will click on the Off Radio button, then click on the OK button to save her changes. And that's it. By changing the number of rings in the Call Forward No Answer field, this will give her additional time to answer incoming calls on her mobile phone. This completes this tutorial on how to change the number of rings before an incoming call is forwarded to voicemail.